Looks like there's rain up ahead, like there's a crack in the heavens. Feels like my day could be turning, like I can tell that my luck's gonna change. If you could see me now, I'd probably let you down, but that's enough for me. You got me begging, baby. Looks like I'm on my knees again. Feels like the walls are closing in. Looks like I'm on my knees again. Looks like the tables have turned, like there's a change in the weather. Feels like my time is returning, like I'm about to get out of this cage. If you could see me now, I'd probably let you down, but that's enough for me. You got me begging, baby. Looks like I'm on my knees again. Feels like the walls are closing in. Looks like I'm on my knees again. 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 Looks like I'm Looks like I'm on my knees again. Feels like the walls are closing in. Looks like I'm on my knees again. 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 Looks like I'm on my knees.
Shadows fall over my heart. I black out the moon. I wait for you to come around. You got me dancing in the dark. I've closed my eyes, but I won't sleep tonight. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you the night, but it's the only way of life. It's black holes pulling me inside of this black heart, the black soul underneath this black sky. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Baby, you should come with me, and we can kill a light, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out. Black bird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, blacked out, black everything, black everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, black. Baby, you should come with me. Me and you and me. Baby, you should come with me, and we can kill the lights, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out. Black bird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, blacked out, black everything, black everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, black.
behind the counter to the woman who has come in. She is shaking her umbrella, and I look the other way as they are kissing their hellos, and I'm pretending not to see them, and instead I pour the milk.
Hi, what's up? Hope everyone's having a good evening. So let's take a look at the total crypto market cap and get the night started. So monthly, we still have this tiny bit of bearish momentum right here. Stochastic is still crossed bearish, but the RSI is more around the bullish control zone currently, and we got some consolidation going on here, right at that 382 fib level, so it's looking like it's attempting to hold this level for now, which is nice. Weekly, I'm really starting to like the looks of, like I said last night. So bearish momentum is getting weaker right here. Stochastic's coiling up, like it may attempt to cross bullish soon. Getting around neutral on the RSI, and just some consolidation going on right now on the candle here. Daily, I really love the looks of this. Bullish momentum continues to grow, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, and we're just attempting to break that 382 fib level currently. Yeah, and we're also slightly bullishly engulfing above yesterday's crazy rally that we seen. Four-hour bullish momentum getting weaker. Stochastic's coiling up like it's attempting to decide what to do. We are overbought on the RSI, and it's looking like the candles calmed down a little bit for now, but we are still attempting to bullishly engulf and break above that fib level. So we had that inverse head and shoulders pattern here, some bullish divergence present, and then it just manifested into this nice rally that we've seen here. So what we want to see is a nice clean break of this 382 fib level for the total crypto market cap, and if we get that and form a high above 1.965 trillion, which would be even better if we break above here, 2.043 trillion, going to be looking very nice for the total crypto market cap. And if we get a higher low above this fib level here, 1.9 trillion roughly, going to be looking absolutely amazing at that point. But even if we pull back and form a higher low above this shoulder here, still going to be looking great for the total crypto market cap at that point, which wouldn't really be that surprising if we see a bit of a pullback, but it is looking more bullish than bearish currently, especially with the bullish engulfing going on the candles here. 1 hour, we do have some bearish divergence. Bearish cross on the stochastic, and the bearish momentum's kind of building. But for now, the candle's really just holding and attempting to form a higher low, and maybe take another crack at that fib level here on the smaller time frames, which is definitely what we want to see. So we're going to wait and see how this information develops in the coming days. Okay, so Bitcoin on the monthly, bearish momentum does continue to build on the MACD, and bearish cross on the stochastic. Still got the bearish divergence right here on the RSI and the candles, but the RSI is more around the bullish control zone currently, and we're just consolidating right here on the candles for now. Weekly, bearish momentum continues to get weaker, stochastic's coiling up like it's attempting to decide what to do here. RSI is pretty close to the neutral zone right now, but for the candle, we are attempting to bullishly engulf and break above this zone. So on the weekly, it's definitely looking a lot nicer than the monthly currently. And the daily's just looking much, much better as well. So bullish momentum continues to build on the MACD, very clear bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI with more room to go to the upside, and we're currently bullishly engulfing here. Four-hour, bulls losing a bit of momentum, but stochastic is still cross bullish. Quite overbought on the RSI, but very nice bullish engulfing going on the candles here. So 1 hour, bears losing momentum, bullish cross on the stochastic. There is some bearish divergence, same thing as the total crypto market cap. But for now, it's just showing a bit of consolidation on the candles here, and the RSI is just above that overbought region, so very slightly overbought currently. So smaller time frame, looks like it's just cooling off before it really decides what it wants to do here. But the 4 hour, there's very nice bullish engulfing going on here, so it does look like Bitcoin wants to take another crack at a little rally. And if we do see that, we'll also see the bullish momentum begin to build again. And before we seen that rally take off yesterday, we had bullish divergence on the RSI, inverse head and shoulders, and looking like we got a little double bottom here as well, right before that we started to manifest into this little rally you see here. And the stochastic had also crossed bullish right at the end of the shoulder here, so everything was just primed for Bitcoin to run at this point. And I'm really liking the looks of the way that we are bullishly engulfing for now, so that's still showing that there is some potential gas left in it for another rally. If we do see another rally on Bitcoin, I would like to see it break above about 45,895 roughly, and if we get a high above there, it'll be looking great for Bitcoin. And a high or low above this fib level at around, let's see, 39,625 roughly. But even if we come down a little further and we just make a high or low above this shoulder right here, still going to be looking great for Bitcoin. So there's lots of room for, if it does get a little pullback, to still be looking nice. And if we do continue to rally, Bitcoin's just going to be looking a lot more powerful at that point, and will definitely be more of a confirmation of the rally. So overall, both Bitcoin and total market cap are looking quite nice right now. And we're starting to get more confirmation that it will continue to rally, but going to wait for a little more information to develop on both Bitcoin and total crypto market cap before we get too excited. Alright, so let's see how Ethereum's looking today. So Ethereum, we've seen the same thing as Bitcoin before it really popped off. Nice inverse head and shoulders pattern. Stochastic had crossed bullish just at the end of this right shoulder here, which manifested into a little pump. And the bullish momentum had built on the MACD. So on an inverse head and shoulders, typically what you'd like to see would be a shoulder, a head, and then the right shoulder will be just slightly higher than the left. That shows that there's more accumulation going on and more likely to run to the upside at that point, as there's less strength for the bears. I'm liking the way that the stochastic's coiling up like it's trying to decide which direction to go. We are still losing a little bit of momentum for now, but the RSI still has room to run to the upside if it really wants to. 1 hour, bears gaining a bit of momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish divergence on the RSI, and very slight bearish engulfing. So if we do see Ethereum pull back, ideally we would like to see this fib level hold around 2,591. And that would be the 0.5 fib level. So I wouldn't really be surprised whatsoever if it just came down, retouched that fib level, and then bounced off that as support. But if total crypto market cap and Bitcoin does continue to run, this asset has a lot of upside potential. We're just slightly in the bearish or the bullish control zone for the RSI, just around 55, so if it does decide to rally from this point, there's lots of room for it to run to the upside. And it is looking like on the daily that we're making an attempt at bullishly engulfing, but it's just flat for now, so we're going to have to see how that develops in the coming days as well. Overall, looking more bullish than bearish though on Ethereum. Alright, XRP. Bears losing momentum on the MACD on the weekly, bullish cross on the stochastic. RSI is just around that neutral zone. And some consolidation going on the candles for now. On the daily, bullish cross on the stochastic as well. They are significantly losing momentum. Pretty close to the bullish control zone on the RSI. And it's just looking like a bit of consolidation going on here on the candles for now. So we did have some bullish divergence on the 4-hour. RSI didn't get quite overbought yet. Bulls are losing a bit of momentum and the stochastic's coiling up. And I'm just seeing some consolidation going on the candles here on the 4-hour. XRP on the 1-hour, bears gaining momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish divergence, and the RSI is just around neutral right now. So with the bearish engulfing candle going on currently, I wouldn't really be that surprised if it pulls back, but if we do see a little pullback on XRP, we would like to see around that 71.774 cent level hold. And if we see that level hold, it's going to be looking really nice. That would be a higher low. For a continuation of rally, I would really like to see us break up above this fib level, so that'd be around 83.078 or 0.83078. And if we can get above these highs here, it's going to be looking absolutely great for this asset at that point, but going to wait for a little more information to develop on XRP. Yeah, I wouldn't really be surprised if we see consolidation or a very slight pullback on this asset with the way it's looking now. But if total crypto market cap and Bitcoin do end up continuing to rally, more than likely going to rally as well, but just based off the XRP chart alone, wouldn't really be surprised if we do see that consolidation or slight pullback. Alright, Dogecoin. On the weekly, the bears are losing momentum, stochastic's coiling up like it's attempting to decide what to do. RSI is more around the bearish control zone, but flattening out and starting to come up a little like it's attempting to go neutral. And just some consolidation going on the candles currently. Okay, on the daily, I'm loving the looks of this. This is the first bullish momentum that we've seen on the daily since the 17th of February. Very nice bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral zone on the RSI, and a bit of consolidation going on the candles for now, but making an attempt at bullishly engulfing. 4-hour, bulls losing some momentum, stochastic is bearish but coiling up. And bullish control zone on the RSI with quite a nice consolidation going on here on the candles. 1-hour bears gaining a bit of momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic, 1-hour bearish divergence, and just consolidation going on the candles. So wouldn't really be that surprised if we do see a slight pullback on Dogecoin. Overall, we are just at an absolutely great accumulation zone on this asset. We've actually fallen below the fib levels, so there's over a 5x to previous all-time highs right now. So definitely a nice zone to be accumulating this asset if you're bullish on it. Yeah, there was no bullish divergence on the 4-hour before this started to rally. So, looks like the impulse up was mainly just from the rally we seen on Bitcoin and the total crypto market cap. I am liking the looks of the consolidation though, so if the total crypto market cap and Bitcoin does end up rallying again, more than likely we'll just see a bullish cross here and maybe some bullish momentum come back in a nice rally. For Dogecoin, I would like to see us break above 15.35 cents, so 0.15355. And if we break above here, it'll be looking quite a lot nicer. And a higher low, probably around 13.6 cents. Once I start to see that form on Dogecoin, I'll be liking the looks of it more. But there is still room on the 4-hour for it to rally to the upside if it does make another attempt at rallying, so that's still looking nice. Yeah, this isn't looking as bullish as Bitcoin or total crypto market cap, but if we do see those run, it's more than likely that we're going to see a nice rally on Dogecoin, which if this starts to rally, the upside potential on this asset is absolutely crazy from the levels we're currently at right now. Alright, so let's take a look at the other dog coin, Shiba Inu. Bears losing momentum on the MACD, bearish cross on the stochastic for the weekly. We're around neutral on the RSI with consolidation going on the candles here, which I do like the way that we just wicked off the 786 here. Bearish momentum getting weaker on the daily, very nice bullish cross on the stochastic. RSI is neutral, and making an attempt at bullishly engulfing on the daily, but it's kind of just flat for now. 4-hour, bulls losing momentum, bears cross on the stochastic, but it's coiling up. We were just slightly overbought on the RSI, and now we're back around 65, so slightly overbought, more around the bullish control zone for now. And just some consolidation going on here on the candle for now. On the 1-hour, bearish momentum growing, bearish cross on the stochastic. There was no bearish divergence yet though on Shiba Inu on the 1-hour, so that's at least looking nice. And with that bearish engulfing, I wouldn't really be that surprised if we do see a bit more of a pullback as well. This is definitely starting to look more bullish than bearish to me right now though. And we're just around that 786 fib level, so typically I begin to accumulate an asset that I'm bullish on once it drops below the 618 fib level. And once we get to around the 786, that's when I'll start to pick up my heavier bags if I'm bullish on an asset. It's quite a nice risk-reward ratio from where we're at. I believe it's about roughly a 3.5x to previous all-time highs, so that's at least looking nice there. I just want to see the weekly start to come back around and maybe get a bullish cross going on here. And the momentum's still not really the greatest, but the bears are losing momentum for now, so that's good. Alright, so let's see how the Dow Jones is holding up today. Bearish momentum continues to grow on the weekly, bearish cross on the stochastic. Attempting to bearishly engulf on the candle, so that's not that good. And more around the bearish control zone on the RSI. Bearish momentum is getting weaker on the daily though. Stochastic is bullish but coiling up. Daily bullish divergence. And bearish engulfing going on the daily candle though. 4-hour bearish momentum's looking like it's starting to build, bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and just rounding out here on the candles, so consolidation. For the 1-hour, bears are losing momentum with a bullish cross on the stochastic. RSI is just slightly around that bearish control zone, but we're attempting to bullishly engulf on the candles. I'm really liking the way that it's just all wicks below 33,186. So that's showing that there's quite a lot of buys around this area here. And half hour, we do have a bit of bullish momentum, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish divergence, and attempting to bullishly engulf, but the half hour is not that significant of a time frame. So it's looking a bit more bearish than bullish right now, so we're just going to give some time for this daily bullish divergence to potentially play out or see if that invalidates. Alright, NASDAQ. Bears losing momentum on the weekly, stochastics coiling up. RSI's starting to attempt to come back to around neutral territory. I do like the way that we came a wick down right to the 236 fib level, and now it's just consolidating after that. Daily bullish momentum beginning to build, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish divergence on the daily, and just consolidation going on here on the daily candles for now. Four-hour bulls losing momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic, RSI is around neutral, and for the candles it kind of just looks like it's rounding out here and now we're consolidating. 1 hour, bears losing momentum, bullish cross on the stoke. RSI could be looking better, more around the bearish control zone still, and just consolidation on the candles here. And we actually do have some 1 hour bearish divergence actually right here. So that could definitely be looking better as we're not quite oversold here on the RSI. So it's looking like there is potential for a bit further pullback on NASDAQ as well. The daily bullish divergence though, that's definitely looking nice. So maybe we do see one more slight pullback, and if it just respects this trend line we have here for the bullish divergence and then bounces at that point, it'll be looking nicer then, but for now it's looking like there is still potential for a bit more downside here. Alright, S&P 500. Bears gaining momentum, bears cross on the stochastic. RSI is attempting to get back around neutral with consolidation going on the candles here. Daily bearish momentum getting weaker, cross bullish on the stochastic but starting to coil up. RSI is more around the bearish control zone, but we're just consolidating on the candle here. 4 hour bulls losing quite a lot of momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and rounding out on the candles here. We do have 1 hour bearish divergence as well on the S&P 500. And the candles are just consolidating, so there is potential for a bit further downside as we didn't get quite oversold on the RSI. Yeah, same thing as NASDAQ and Dow. If we do see it pull back further and it respects the trend line here for the bullish divergence, it'll be looking nicer at that point, but we're going to have to wait to see how this develops in the coming days. Overall, it's just looking like there's a lot of indecision going on in the stock market right now. Smaller time frames looks like it wants to dump a little bit more. Larger time frames are starting to look like there is potential for a reversal to the upside. Alright, gold. Bullish momentum continues to build. Bullish cross on the stochastic. RSI's around the bullish control zone with a bit more room to go to the upside, and we're bullishly engulfing. I absolutely love the way that we closed here as well last week, right above this previous high here. So this is showing me that it looks like it wants to go for a new all-time high rally on gold. We've just been consolidating for a nice long period of time here in this little range. consistent higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And then it was attempting to form some higher highs from here, higher high, higher high. Finally broke above the fib level and got a nice pump here. And we broke above that last real resistance that I wanted to see us break here before we go for a new all-time high rally. So gold is definitely looking really, really nice to me right now on the weekly. Yeah, it's looking great on the daily as well. Bullish momentum is building on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic. It's looking like there's maybe a tiny bit of, oh no, whenever you include the wick, no bearish divergence, so that's looking nice. And bullish engulfing going on right here on the candles. Yeah, and we're also on the daily chart significantly above this last real resistance zone here. So the only real resistance that we really have to get to now on gold is the previous all-time high, which that was around the $2,076 level. So once we see it break 2,076 USD, we're in price discovery mode, and at that point I wouldn't be surprised if we see gold hit anything between $3,000 to $5,000 an ounce. Yeah, I'm just really liking the looks of gold lately, definitely one of my favorite looking assets. 4 hour, we do have, oh, no bearish divergence yet either, so that's great. Stochastic is cross bullish, bullish momentum building on the MACD, and there's still room to go to the upside on the RSI. We aren't bullish engulfing on this 4 hour candle yet, just consolidating for now. And on the 1 hour, a little bit of bearish engulfing, bullish momentum getting weaker, bearish cross on the stochastic. So what we would like to see on gold, let's see. Yeah, if we pull back and we form a higher low around 1,885, going to be looking great for gold at that point. And we've already formed that higher high that we want. Even if we do pull back a bit further and we get a higher low above 1,782, still looking great for gold. Overall, this is definitely one of my favorite looking charts right now. Yeah, if there's anything you guys want me to check out for you tonight, just let me know. Alright, silver. Bullish momentum continues to build on the MACD. Bullish cross on the stochastic. Bullish divergence on the weekly, actually. So, that is looking quite nice. Yeah, before this initial impulse up, there was very nice bullish divergence manifested into the pump we've seen there. And now when you look at the smaller time frames, there's bullish divergence going on right here between this double bottom and the RSI right here. So bullish momentum's continuing to build with a bullish cross, bullish control zone on the RSI with bullish engulfing going on the candles. So silver's looking absolutely great to me on the weekly. Bullish momentum building on the daily, bullish cross on the stochastic, slightly overbought on the RSI, but we're still bullishly engulfing on the candles today. 4 hour, bullish momentum continues to build on the MACD. Stochastic is cross bullish, but coiling up above that 80 zone. It's looking like we almost have a little double top going on here on the 4 hour for now. And we're just consolidating on the current candle we're on. Bullish momentum getting weaker on the 1 hour, bearish cross on the stochastic. Coming back around neutral on the RSI with bearish engulfing going on the candles. So I wouldn't really be surprised if we do see a slight pullback, but if we hold the 24.30062 level, which that would be, let's see, the 618 fib level. If we see a pullback and it holds that level, looking absolutely great for silver. And for a high, I would like to see it break above 27.93. As soon as we see a nice clean break above there, looking great, especially if we get a higher low above 22.036. So silver's definitely looking really nice right now, but wouldn't really be surprised if we see a bit of a minor pullback. And bearish engulfing on the half hour. A little bit of bearish divergence as well before the stochastic cross bearish and bearish momentum built. So yeah, smaller time frames we definitely could see a slight pullback. Larger time frames, really loving the looks of silver, especially with the way gold's looking right now. If we see gold continue its rally, I wouldn't be surprised if we see silver go for at least previous all-time high rally, but potential new all-time highs as well. Alright, so let's take a look at a few NAS protocols and see how those are looking today. I'm really liking the looks of the bullish momentum building on Thor. It's attempting to cross bullish on the stochastic, very slight bullish cross right now. We do have some daily bullish divergence currently. Alright, so yeah, that's starting to look nicer for Thor. The bullish momentum's building, attempting to cross bullish divergence on the daily chart. And some consolidation going on here, but it's looking like it's attempting to rally. 4 hour bullish momentum building, just kind of flattened out compared to the last candle as well. Bullish cross on the stochastic though, and bullish engulfing on the candle for now. So that's looking pretty nice as well. On the 4 hour, it is looking like we have a little double bottom here as well. Bearish momentum getting weaker on the 1 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic. Slightly bullishly engulfing right now as well. And the RSI is attempting to get around that bullish control zone. Thor is looking much nicer than it did while we were just in this dirty downtrend here, and now it's at least attempting to consolidate and hold these regions. So I'm going to wait for a little more information to develop on this asset, but it's looking like it's making an attempt at a potential reversal. So once we see a little more information develop in the coming days, we'll have a better idea on what's more likely to happen with Thor. Alright, power. Bearish momentum's getting weaker on the daily. A slight bullish cross on the stochastic. More on the bearish control zone on the RSI, and the candles just showing consolidation on the daily. 4 hour bulls losing momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI's around getting into the bearish control zone, and we're bearishly engulfing. So Thor is definitely looking much nicer than power right now. The 1 hour bears losing momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI is around the bearish control zone with bearish engulfing going on the candles. Or it's attempting to bearishly engulf above this previous candle. So yeah, overall Thor's looking much nicer than power right now. Going to need to wait for more information to develop for sure on power, because it doesn't look like there's a potential reversal going on yet on this asset. Alright, so let's see how Hex is looking tonight. Bearish momentum's growing on the weekly, bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI's around the bearish control zone. Not really liking the way that it's a bit lower than this one for now. And bearish engulfing going on the weekly candle. Bearish momentum is getting weaker on the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic. Slightly oversold on the RSI. And bearish engulfing on the candles here. 4-hour bearish momentum growing. Stochastics beginning to coil up. More room to go to the downside on the RSI if it really wants to, and we're bearishly engulfing. Bearish momentum building on the 1-hour, bearish cross on the stochastic. We are slightly oversold on the RSI, and we're bearishly engulfing on the candles though. So right now Hex is looking a bit more bearish than bullish. Yeah, if we can see this level consolidate and hold, there will be some bullish divergence going on the 1-hour. But we're going to have to wait and see if this ends up holding or dropping further at this point. Hex is looking a bit more bearish than bullish to me currently. I do like the way that we are respecting the support zone right here though, around 12 point... about 12.25 cents. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for more information to develop before we really see more signs of a reversal going on here, but I'd say Hex is still looking more bearish than bullish currently. Alright, so let's see how Alliance Block is looking tonight. Bearish momentum's getting weaker on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic. We got slightly almost around the oversold region on the RSI. And now it's just showing consolidation on the candles here. Bullish momentum is building on the daily for the first time since the 18th, so I am liking the looks of that. Bullish cross on the stochastic. Really liking that bullish engulfing going on here. 4-hour bullish momentum still building. Stochastic is crossed bearish though, and the RSI is slightly overbought. I do still like the looks of the bullish divergence on the 4-hour as well though. And it's looking like we did have an inverse head and shoulders here as well before this asset began its rally. Oh yeah, on the 1-hour it just looks great as well. Same thing, we had that inverse head and shoulders. Bullish momentum's beginning to build, bullish cross on the stochastic. Quite overbought on the RSI on the 1-hour, but just look at that candle there. I'm really loving the looks of the way that this is bullishly engulfing this strong. So yeah, Alliance Block is definitely starting to look much nicer than it was even yesterday. I liked the looks of the inverse head and shoulder, but now we're starting to see more signs of continuation of rally. So if total market cap does continue its rally, this asset has quite a lot of upside on it. As many of you know, once we get under the 618s where I begin to accumulate an asset, if we get to around the 786 and under, that's when I'll pick up my heavy bags. But this got to almost the bottom of the fib extension. So if we do see a rally on this asset here, oh yeah, the upside potential is huge. That's easy 5x to previous all-time highs on this asset. So yeah, I'm actually really liking the looks of this asset currently. I'm likely going to be accumulating around these zones here. Yeah, around 30 cents, 5x to previous all-time high. So yeah, I'm loving the looks of that for sure. Alright, so let's see how Quant is looking. Consolidation going on here. Kind of flattening out on the RSI, attempting to go neutral. We are still crossed bearish on the stochastic, but it's coiling up. Daily bullish momentum building. Bullish cross on the stoke. Attempting to bullishly engulf on the daily. And we did have some nice 4-hour bullish divergence as well. And let's see. almost a head and shoulders pattern, but ideally we would like to see the right shoulder be a bit higher than the left. I do like the bullish divergence though, and we didn't get quite overbought yet, and it is attempting to bullishly engulf here on the 4-hour candles. You know, the 1 hour could still be looking a bit better though. Bearish momentum building, bearish cross on the stochastic, coming back around the neutral zone on the RSI, and it's looking like there's just consolidation going on here for now. So I'm going to wait for a little more information to develop on this asset to confirm a trend reversal, but I do like the way that it's got a little double bottom going on here as well though, and the way that the wicks are coming down here, looks like there's quite a lot of accumulation going on at these levels. So it is looking like a nice accumulation zone on this asset. We're under the 786 and potential double bottom. I'm just going to be waiting for a little more information to develop to confirm a trend reversal to the upside here. Same thing with most cryptos though. If we see the total crypto market cap and Bitcoin run, this is definitely far more likely to rally. Alright, CRV. Bears losing momentum. Wicks just at that 786 fib level. Stochastic is still cross bearish though. Daily bullish momentum building. Oh, we do have some bullish divergence. So the daily chart is one of the most significant time frames, so the fact that we're showing bullish divergence and just holding that 786 fib level and attempting to bullishly engulf, I love the looks of that, especially with the stochastic cross bullish and bullish momentum building. 4 hour bullish momentum's getting a bit weaker, but the stochastic is coiling up like it's attempting to decide what to do. We also had 4 hour bullish divergence before we seen it attempt to make a little rally here. Got above the fib level, came back down, kind of retested the zone, and now we're just popping here a little bit. No inverse head and shoulders, as this shoulder is significantly lower than the left. I do like the bullish divergence as well though, just the way that we didn't get quite overbought yet after showing that sign of bullish divergence. 1 hour, bearish momentum getting stronger, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish divergence on the 1 hour, and we're attempting to bearishly engulf here. So smaller time frames could be looking better, so I'm going to wait for a bit more information to develop on this asset like Quant. It is looking alright though. If we do see the total crypto market cap rally, there's a very nice chance that we'll see this get a nice rally as well. And we are at a nice accumulation zone. It's roughly about a 3x to previous all-time highs, but typically I like to aim for at least a 5 to 10x on an asset that I'm accumulating. And we're pretty close to that 786 fib level, which is where I start to pick up my heavier bags if I'm bullish on an asset. So between CRV, Quant, and Alliance block is definitely the nicest looking of the three currently. Alright, so let's see how VVS Finance is looking today. So the bearish momentum continues to get weaker on the daily. That's definitely what we want to be seeing. Stochastic's coiling up like it is making an attempt to cross bearish though. And I'm just seeing some consolidation going on the candles for now. It is bearishly engulfing above the previous candle, but Looking like there's a decent support zone at 0.0000283. No inverse head and shoulders, as the right shoulder was lower than the left. Bullish momentum getting weaker, bearish cross on the stochastic. We did have some nice 4-hour bullish divergence, which we didn't get overbought yet, so that could definitely play a nice little part in it holding these levels, because it's at least consolidating here for now. Bearish momentum's getting weaker on the 1 hour for now. Kind of just flattened out though. Bearish cross on the stochastic. We do have 1 hour bearish divergence though, so I'm not surprised that we're seeing a little pullback here. If we could hold the 0.000280 level, that would be looking great for a higher low. But as long as we hold right around here at the very bottom, 0.000261, it's still looking alright. Yeah, it's not too far from the very bottom that we've seen for VVS so far, 0.000232. So I still want to see some more bullish indication develop on VVS before I'd really say that this is looking bullish, because it does look more bearish than bullish right now. And we're also not too far from the very starting price on it, that first 4-hour candle as well. Yeah, the very bottom that we've seen was 0.000064. As far as it goes for accumulation zones, this is just at a absolutely phenomenal accumulation zone if you're bullish on the asset. Yeah, once we get below the 786 fib level, that's where I start to pick up my heavier bags if I'm bullish on an asset. And if you get around the very bottom of the fib extension, which Doge is actually below it right now, that's where I'll start to pick up really obscene heavy bags at that point if I'm bullish. Which this is one asset that on the long term, so over the next like 5-10 years, I'm very bullish on this asset. But as for right now, there's not really signs of a reversal going on yet, besides a little bit of bullish divergence, but I'm going to wait for some more coinciding variables before I would say that this is looking like there's a reversal coming on it. Yeah, if there's nothing that you guys want me to check out for you tonight, I'll probably take a look at one more asset and then call it a night. Alright, Casper Labs. Bulls are still losing momentum. Bearish cross on the stochastic. Not really any information on the RSIs, this is still a newer asset. Bearishly engulfing on the candles for the week. Daily, bears losing momentum, stochastics coiling up like it's attempting to decide what to do. RSI's more around the bullish control, or the bearish control zone, but we were just quite oversold. And looks like there's just a very slight attempt at bullishly engulfing here on the daily for now. 4-hour bulls losing momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI's around neutral and bearish engulfing on the 4-hour. Bearish momentum building on the 1 hour, bearish cross on the stochastic. Looking like we actually do have some 1 hour bearish divergence as well. And we're bearishly engulfing on the 1 hour. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a bit of a pullback here. It's looking like around 0.067 is pretty solid support though. So I'm going to wait for more information to develop in the coming days and see how this plays out, but looking a little more bearish on the smaller time frames than bullish right now. Yeah, the daily's looking alright, but could definitely be looking better. Alright, well I'm going to call it a night. I'll talk to you all tomorrow, and I hope you have a great evening.
Just hit my heart, oh. Full force, and she got me like, I be like, baby, why you so fine? Gotta make you mine. So hard to find. Baby, like, oh, how'd you do the thing? The way that you do it, and she ain't even show nothing. She be walking around so confident, so heaven sent. I think she was meant to knock them daylight. Like, girl, you so fine. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Girl, you rockin' like, baby, so fine. Miss baby, girl, you knock 'em dead. She was so sublime, super fine. She was never lying, strutting in the heels or her slides. Either way, eyes on her every single day, week, year. Everyone wondering how she does it with no fear. All that confidence, was it heaven sent? Does it come within? Does it come run out? I don't know. She'll just have them running out and in. Man, they want to sin, talking deadly sin with Mrs. Lady. I don't understand why she hit them like